All right, guys, this is Casey Redbeard filming in front of a Colombian police station. I'm here making a video to address all the fake news and all the rumors that have plagued me for the last several years. You may have heard from Anus and Reach or John Tranty, any one of the other anti-masculinity YouTubers out there making up these fake lies saying that I'm on the run from Interpol, that I got ran out of Colombia, that I was having sex parties with underage girls, and my passport is banned, that I'm banned from Colombia. Well, people who are on the run from the law don't typically normally make videos in public parks that also so happen to be in front of a Colombian police station. So either all the fake news and rumors are false and I have absolutely no legal case whatsoever in Colombia, no official legal charges, it was all fake news, or I am the world's dumbest criminal. Walk over to Simon a little bit, show him a little bit, like show him that is legitimately a Colombian police station. You also vlogged earlier, we can insert the footage where like I literally walked past them. This is a Colombian police station. I already filmed the footage there with the police and everything. So what happened? Why did I leave Colombia? And what is my advice for people who want to come to Colombia for the purposes of dating and finding romance, not sexual tourism, but legitimate relationships? We're getting into all that. So the story, oh, and by the way, this video is being recorded in April 2025. The current headlines of the news is the current tariff war that the United States has with China. This is not some pre-recorded video. I didn't make this in 2023 before I stopped living in Colombia. I came back here legally. I didn't take a fishing boat. Actually, in the editing of the video, we'll show my stamp on my passport. I didn't illegally cross here, do like a land cross or anything like that. I came in legally. Got the stamp on my passport as proof because I have no legal charges whatsoever. This is not a pre-recorded video. So what happened? Why are they, because you might be watching this first time like, I never heard these fake rumors. Like, what are they accusing you? I never heard your passport was banned or you got ran out. First, I don't even know what it means to be run out of a country. What does that even mean? Someone define what it means to be run out of a country, right? In late 2022, 2023, I don't even remember now, some dude who has nothing to do with me, I never even met him, he unalived his sugar baby in Bogota. Okay, so he was dating some chick, she was a sugar baby, but I guess the rumors are she was disrespecting him and cheating on him, and he went crazy and killed her. Just because she was cheating on him and disrespecting him does not condone his murder. It's a sad thing. I don't even know the details of that, but he had nothing to do with me. It was in Bogota, another city that a guy I never met. It created this big xenophobic anti-gringo wave, and because I was kind of making noise here in Medellin, throwing these big 5-to-1 Dan Bilzerian style penthouse parties, they saw my ads for the bars on Instagram and said, damn, who is this motherfucker? First, we got a gringo unaliving people in Bogota, this chick. Now we got this dude, and it just, gentrification, more gringos coming here, raising prices. It created a big, large xenophobic wave here, and they just were looking for the next victim, okay? They don't like gringos here. They paint us as sex traffickers. Simon is Paisa, my cameraman from that. Simon, in your opinion, tell them honestly, what is the general perception? Do most Paisas, most people from Medellin like gringos, or do most of them have a very, very low opinion? What do you think?
Most of them do have a low opinion.
Yeah. What do they think about gringos?
Um, Drug users, sex abusers, underage girls. Well,
That's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much the stereotypes. And you're hearing it from a Paisa there. And two feminists just literally made up lies about me. Again, these fake news articles, it's on like a blog. The blog is called, like, the tagline of the blog is like daily news for taking down the patriarchy. Daily news for taking down the patriarchy. If that's a legitimate source, anybody can just write anything. Especially like journalists in general have no credibility, especially like a Colombian feminist journalist whose tagline of her blog is daily news to take down the patriarchy. And the first girl who started all the rumors and fake lies about me on Twitter is a webcam model who makes posts that literally say hating men is a personality type and it's my personality type. Posts like, how can we organize to kick all the gringos out of Medellin? If these are your sources for quote unquote news, I feel very sorry for you have a low IQ. Speaking of low IQ, that's the primary reason why I left Medellin, and the fact that most of these women are, unfortunately, sex workers. Simon, again, Paisa, he speaks perfect English, but he lived in Canada. That's why he speaks English, but he's from here. He's from Medellin. He's Paisa. Simon, in your opinion, what percentage of the beautiful women in this city that don't come from money are doing from some form of sex work, whether it's prostitution or OnlyFans, some type of sex work? What do you think?
somewhere around 80 to 85%.
80 to 85%. I would put it in the realm of 90 to 95%. But Simon, he's from here. Everybody knows this. It's not a normal city, right? When you walk in to any hotel here, even at the airport, you're greeted by signs that say, no sex trafficking. Don't come here for sexual tourism. Imagine if you visited California or, I don't know, Belgium, some random city, and the first thing you see is like, welcome to Belgium, but don't come here for sexual tourism. Don't come here for prostitution. You walk into any hotel, like no prostitution, no the gringo tourists. It's like, that is the culture of Medellin, the Medellin cartel, having multiple mistresses, prostitution. It's like they built the world's biggest brothel and then get mad when gringos come here to take advantage of it. I don't condone it. I don't support it. Listen, if you guys want to do prostitution, that's your own thing. My channel is legitimate dating advice for legitimate romantic relationships. But I'm just saying, like, it's a very, very hypocritical thing. And we'll talk more about hypocrisy and low IQ of these people in a second. Speaking of the low IQ, I will do things where I'll be sarcastic with these people in the most ridiculous ways, and they're so low IQ, they have no idea. For example, I'll be talking to a girl, messaging her, and she'll say, do you speak Spanish? And I'm like, well, we've been texting back and forth in Spanish. You should probably know that. Okay, but maybe she thinks, fair enough. Maybe she thinks I'm using Google Translate. I'll send her a voice message, and then in Spanish, I'll say, oh, you know, sadly, I don't speak even a single word of Spanish. I don't know how we're going to do this, but I'll say it in Spanish. I'll say like, ay, qué pena, la verdad es que yo no hablo ni siquiera una sola palabra de español. No sé cómo voy a transmitir las ideas que tengo en mi cabeza a la tuya. Qué pena, tenemos que pasar un traductor. Oh, qué horror, blah, 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 blah. And I'm saying this in Spanish as a voice note, clearly sarcastic, and she responds back, oh, damn, too bad you don't speak Spanish, because I don't speak English. And I'm like, I just sent you a 30-second audio speaking some legit Spanish. I mean, Simon, was that good Spanish? How's my Spanish?
Like a solid 7, 8 out of 10.
7, 8 out of 10. Okay, I think he's being harsh, but whatever. I'll call it an 8 out of 10. Thank you, Simon. I wanted you to say 9, but yeah, Simon's honest. Anyway, so it's a low IQ, and going back to the sex working thing, I remember at one point, me and my friends, before I left here, before I stopped living here, we were counting of the last like 15 to 20 girls of the last that we dated eventually asked us for money. And we counted, it was about 14 of the last 15 girls. This is combined. So maybe over the last, month or two, I went on a date with 4 or 5 girls. My other buddy went on a date with 5 or 6 girls, etc. We counted about 15 girls between us. And all but one had eventually asked us for money. So, I don't want to go to a city where the assumption is that 80 to 90% of the attractive women are some form of sex worker, okay? I don't want to go to a city where a girl, I send a voice message in Spanish, 30 seconds long, speaking some gangster fucking fluent Spanish, and she's like, doesn't understand the sarcasm, all right? Very, very low IQ. And then hypocrisy and xenophobia is also two things that are associated with very, very low IQ. For instance, they always get mad when they say that the gringos come here to have, let's say, play dates with 14 and 15-year-old girls. If you know what I'm trying to say by an older man having a play date with a 15-year-old girl. I agree. That is disgusting. By my book, it is 18 and up. In all circumstances, it is strictly 18 and up. But you know what? The Colombian laws here says that the age of consent is 14 years old. So how are you going to get mad at a gringo for coming here to have a play date with a 14 to 15-year-old girl? That's the laws in your country. I don't condone it. 18 and up for me, but your country has said that you don't get mad when your citizens go on a play date with a 14, 15, 16-year-old girl, but you get mad when gringos do it? Real big apart. In America, we don't have this like laws are for, foreigners, but not for locals type thing. Another the reason why I left is danger. Imagine going on a date with a girl you met from a dating app and not knowing if you're going to survive or die on the date. I had a WhatsApp group of really cool guys, people who helped me with the budget to those big penthouse parties. I would say at one point we had like 40, 50 people in our group. Half of those people, and these are winners, tall guys, good looking guys, guys with money, guys that speak some Spanish, have some game, maybe about 1/3 to 1/2 of 50 people in this group at some point have been drugged and robbed by a girl. Okay, very dangerous city. Not something I want to look forward to in living. And another thing you understand too is like the history of Medellin is very regionalista. That means they don't even like people from other areas. Simon, do people from Medellin like people from even other Colombians from, say, Bogota? What do you guys think of people from Bogota here?
We don't like them that much.
Yeah. Say it louder.
We don't like them that much.
What about costeños?
We get along.
A little bit, right? Cali? A little bit competitive with Cali?
A bit sometimes, yeah.
But do Paisas generally think that they have a better culture and they're better? They like, back me up here. Like they don't even like people from other parts of Colombia a lot of the time.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And what we talked about for certainly don't like foreigners. So what's my advice? Okay, so I'm making this video to kind of clear my name again. People who are on the run from the law who had their passports banned, don't typically enter countries legally with stamps in their passport, filming in front of Colombian police stations. Okay, so number one, just to clear my name, kind of, talk about the rumors and give you an entertaining story about what happened. I mean, this was crazy. The mayor was tweeting about me on Twitter at one point. I'm like, dude, if I walk down the street here, people confront me. Either it's going to be my next upload or my previous upload. I'm not sure, but you can check the video description. People come up to me and try to fight me. And like, a lot of these guys are fucking pussies. I actually, like, a lot of these recorded. It'll be one of these videos. If you want to see like a confrontation, me getting down, it'll either be in the description of this video. It's like the next upload, the previous upload, depending on the order that I choose to upload this. But anyway, I'm only here to visit friends, shoot a little bit of content, clear my name, get videos like this, maybe rekindle with some old girls that I haven't seen in 2 years that have been just begging me to come back, and they need some servicing, so I'm happy to service them, whatever. It is what it is. Like I said, visit friends, clear my name, make this funny video. But just to wrap it up with the advice. So if you want to come to Colombia, if you want to meet the most beautiful, feminine Colombian women, you don't want to trick, but you want real relationships and legitimate romance, I would say just avoid Medellin, right? Some of you passport bros seem to forget that, like, you guys think that, like, there's the United States or Canada or wherever you're from, Australia, and then there's Medellin. Like, France doesn't exist. Peru doesn't exist. Paraguay doesn't exist. Brazil doesn't exist. All these places, Barranquilla doesn't exist. Bucaramanga. And that's my advice. Don't come to Medellin. If you want to trick and pay for sex, that's your prerogative. I don't recommend it. This is not a support sexual tourism channel. I'm not going to judge you for it, but I'm certainly not going to, like, condone it on any means. But that's your thing. Go to Barranquilla. Go to Bucaramanga, perhaps, and go to, even better, maybe some small town that nobody's ever heard of, where you can actually date hot girls, where the presumption is that they're probably not sex workers. 80-90% are not into sex work, and they actually have a positive opinion of gringos, and maybe even be a little bit of an advantage to be kind of the sexy foreigner, not some negative stereotype you have to pull yourself out of. And heaven forbid, maybe even find a girl that's read a book, speaks a little bit of English, and has a decently normally high IQ. I am Casey Redbeard. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Peace.